I'm back with another comparison video, this time between the Blistex Orange Mango Blast Lip Balm and the Lip Smackers Skittles Mango Tangelo Lip Gloss. So, let's get started. First off, format is different, as this one is a solid stick, and this one over here is a gloss. I just realized that I have my camera a little too close. There we go. Now I can see when I... No? Still no? Okay. Fixed. Alrighty. Yeah, now we can tell when I do that. And this one is a liquid gloss. So, there's that. Packaging-wise, even though the dim lighting in here doesn't do it hardly any justice, this one is very bright, very fun colors versus a lot of clear here, which, I mean, it's okay. It's a lip gloss, so you kind of want to be able to see what you got here. So you do need a lot of clear, and there's a lot of bright, fun colors on this too, but there's more of them on here, so I prefer the packaging of this one to this one. The only thing I don't like about the packaging on this is how it does the peely drop down thing with the drug info. You know, that thing, which I showed you in the review, how it does that. I'm not going to peel it all the way off, but yeah, and it keeps getting lesser and lesser sticky, so I'm not a fan of that part. So, yeah, that's about as good as I'm gonna get it. Anyway, this is synthetic. This is kind of half and half with natural and synthetic. It's a hybrid as far as I'm concerned. Neither one are limited edition, although this one is part of the Skittles set that, as far as I know, is not limited edition. I believe it's part of their permanent line. The amount of product you get way more in this than you do in this. This is only 0.9 ounces, whereas this is 0.15 ounces. So you get almost twice as much in this as you do in this, which is kind of unbelievable when you look at them side by side, because it looks like almost the same amount of product, but look how much skinnier this is, and remember that this is a liquid with an applicator in the middle. This is just solid lip balm. Shelf life on these, I was gonna say neither one has an expiration date, but I'm wrong. This one does. This expires in October of 2016, whereas this one kind of stays good indefinitely, even though it has the recommended toss it after 24 months thing, but nobody ever does that, but yeah. I think this also has one of those on it. Does it? It may be under the thing. I am not peeling that up again, so I think it's about the same. It's usually 24 months for a lip balm, lip gloss, lipstick, lip product, what have you. Price point on these, this was way cheaper than this, because this was part of a 3-pack, whereas this was just on its own, and this was only a couple of bucks, and this, I seem to recall, was somewhere in the range of about $5, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I bought it. But yeah, so sturdiness-wise, they're both pretty hardy in terms of the plastic used for their packaging. So there's really no worries on either of these falling apart. They're pretty solid. No real special features to speak of other than this has SPF 15 in it. Nothing really special about this one. It's literally just Lip Smackers lip gloss. It's nothing fancy. This is not medicated. This technically is medicated, but not really. I mean, it doesn't have, like, tingly medication. I can't believe I'm peeling it down again, but it does have active ingredients. It's got dimethicone, octinoxate, and oxybenzone. So, the first one's a lip protectant, the other two are sunscreens. And seriously, now, for real, I'm keeping that on there, because it's, yeah, I may have to add a dab of glue to the corners of that. So yeah, scent-wise, I say this trumps this, but they're both true to their names. I mean, this is Orange Mango, this is Mango Tangelo, which basically are essentially the same thing, other than the fact that a Tangelo is technically a tangerine, not an orange, but still. In terms of the scents, you definitely get both orange and mango with this. You definitely get mango and Tangelo with this. But this one, I don't know. From day one, I've said that it has almost kind of a barfy after smell. But this is just really pleasant all around. And I'm not even that big on mango or citrus. And I still think this is very, very pleasant and is currently one of my favorite lip products. So, there's that. Otherwise, they both go on clear. This is just clear gloss. This is plain white natural lip balm. So, no color of which to speak. Flavor-wise, this is flavorless, but this does have a sweet, citrusy flavor, and I give them props for that, because usually if a lip balm is flavored, it's either indiscernible of what exactly it tastes like. Like, you can tell that it tastes sweet, but it doesn't really taste like anything other than generic sweet taste. Or if it tastes like a specific thing, it's kind of overkill, over the top, really synthetic and gross. This is a really lovely blend where it's subtle, but it's there, and it tastes authentic as far as I'm concerned. So I give them major props for that, because that doesn't seem to be a very common thing I've found with lip balms. Consistency-wise, they're both thick, but in different ways. Also because they're different things. I mean, gloss versus solid. So, this is really, really, really thick. I know I say it every time, but it's so thick you could ice skate on it. It just is obnoxiously thick and gross, and I don't really like the texture of this. I mean, it's smooth and all, but it just is so thick and sticky that it's nasty. It feels like if you smeared honey on your lips or something, like a shit ton of honey, and it's kind of gross for that. And it's that sticky kind of gloss, which is not the greatest in the world. I mean, I think we're all in agreement on that, but again, it is a lip smacker. What did you really expect? But, yeah, consistency-wise, it's not that great. Whereas this, it's thick, but in a good way. It's thick, and it's creamy and rich, and just feels really nice. And I don't even know how to fully put into words how nice it feels, but it just is a really, really, really nice one. And I mean, I've used a lot of lip balms, and obviously, a lot of you probably assume that there can't possibly be that much variety between product to product, but oh no, there absolutely is. There's a whole gamut range of differences here, and this is definitely one of the nicest lip feels I have ever had on my lips. The only thing that would make it better, in my opinion, would be that tingliness from medication, but it does not have that. That would be the only recommendation I would make to Blistex for improving this product. But yeah, it feels so nice. It's not the least bit sticky. You almost forget that it's on, despite it being thick, but it's just so nice, and it's not irritating in the slightest, and it doesn't feel obnoxious if you go and take a sip of something. It's not like a big grease stain on the side of your glass. It's just really nice, and you don't find that combination very often, because usually they're too greasy, or too sticky, or too thick, or too watery, or too this, or too that. This one's just really nice all around. I couldn't really ask for much more than what this is. Moisturization-wise, surprisingly, they both do the job. I mean, I really did not expect a thing from this, because it's a kid's product. They usually don't work, but this one, it takes a while to do its thing, but when it does it well. Because I left this on overnight once, and it actually did amazing work on moisturizing my lips. And I didn't expect it to do anything. So for that, I do give it credit where credit's due. This one, though, you can feel a difference a hell of a lot sooner. You can feel it within an hour or two, it going to work and moisturizing your lips. You can feel that it doesn't just sit there on top of your lips. You can feel that it actually sinks into the skin and moisturizes it. You can tell. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this one, I mean, like I said, they both do it. It's just a matter of how fast you want it to do it. If you're patient and you want to go that route, feel free to use this. I'm not saying to not use it, but if you want something to work a lot faster and do a nicer job of it, I say go with this one. Shine factor, these are two entirely opposite ends of the range. This, as you can imagine, is super shiny, super glossy. Well, it's a lip gloss, what do you expect? I mean, Come on, you see how shiny it is on the wand. That's exactly how shiny it is on your lips. This, on the other hand, it's very matte, and it's sort of satiny, but I think the word I've been looking for to describe it, every time I've talked about it but haven't been able to find the right word, I came to that conclusion today when I had it on again, and I think the look that it gives is almost that of a frosty look. It doesn't add any color, but just the texture that it gives and the look that it gives is sort of a frosted look. I mean, you may agree with me, you might not, but I feel that it applies here. Longevity-wise, this it'll last an hour or two once it's on your lips, versus this one, which, oh good God, until you clean it off, it'll practically be there until the end of time. It's, like I said, it's very sticky, and it clings to your mouth, and since it takes so long to sink in, it really kind of just sits there, so yeah, I mean, ultimately, you won't have to reapply it nearly as often, but you're still gonna be feeling the stickiness for hours on end if you don't wipe it off sooner or later. So that's one thing that I really dislike about this one. But on the plus side, it totally holds up to the drink test, so there's that. But yeah, overall, if I had to pick one of these two, this one is hands down the winner. I mean, by a mile, landslide, what have you. This is so much better than this, and I think anyone could guess that even just by looking at the two brands next to each other, that this is a kid's product, and this is an actual, legit adult product. Chances are this one would always win hands down over this one, but you never know. Sometimes there's surprising things that come out of left field, so you gotta check these things out. So anyway, that's about all I have to say on these two. So, as usual, if you like this video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Leave comments down below. Until next time,